Google's driverless car is a concept by Google to develop an autonomous car that can drive itself, park itself, and navigate itself using GPS technology, as well as cameras and sensors that tell it who or what is around the vehicle at any time to ensure that the car is safe and does not hit any pedestrians. We caught up with Warwick Scott Roger, Regional Manager at MUA Insurance Acceptances, to gather the insurance perspective on this technology.
Well, driverless car technology is something that is obviously conceptual, and it's certainly come to the fore now with a lot of topics of discussion. I think that there are many benefits, but again, you've got to look at it in detail. I think in our country, if we had to apply it here, we're looking at the number of road deaths here. I think we're looking at about 40 a day. So it has been proven to be a safer type vehicle. I know that in America, they've got a car there where it's driven for 300,000 miles and proven to have no accidents. So if that is the case, and it's an environment where a lot more of these vehicles on the road, then yes, it would be a safe environment, and the benefit would directly affect a better road use in terms of the less accidents on the road, and then obviously will mitigate deaths, etc., and the spin-offs from there. So yeah, I think from a safety perspective, it's certainly a major benefit. The other thing is I would look at the utility of a vehicle. Often, you use your car to go to work and back, but you leave your car there during the day. Because it doesn't need you as a driver anymore, it could be driving around, dropping the kids off at school, or picking it up, or going to pick up another spouse from work, etc. So from a utility perspective, it could be. And again, with that, the less number of vehicles being on the road, there's less consumption of petrol, etc. So you can understand that there are quite a number of subsequent benefits as a result of this new type of car.
Warwick added that the introduction of this technology would mean insurance contracts being reviewed and transport laws revisited.
Whatever is being developed on a technology side, you've got to make sure that the laws are kept up to date. Otherwise, you're going to have a difficulty in applying that. I think the major aspect to consider here, and this is something that has been debated across the world already, is the liability aspect. You've got, in part of your insurance policy, you've got comprehensive type insurance, and part of that is third-party liability. Now, that is when someone sues you for you driving into them. Now, are you as an individual driving into another person or another vehicle, or is it the car driving itself? Do you now sue the owner of the vehicle? Do you sue the manufacturer of the vehicle? And I think this is something that is really a concern of your vehicle manufacturers, because there have been certain laws made in the past. You just take America. I know there was a particular law made in respect of liability with vaccine products for pharmaceutical companies, and that really had a damning effect on the production of that type of product, because they were very, very scared and very aware of the potential exposure that they as a business can have. Are we going to go that route? Are we going to see manufacturers being very scared or be loath to provide this type of vehicle because of the potential liability aspect that could creep in? You just don't want a situation where there's a malfunction in the vehicle and it starts careering down the road and takes out 10 vehicles. Does a manufacturer have to pick up that liability? So from their aspect, from their business aspect, products liability type scheme or insurance policy that they'll have for their own business is something that they need to consider as well. So I think there are quite a number of ripple effects that come and the spin-off of implementing it. And I think America are really seeing it now. They've allowed in the state of Nevada to implement and to accept this type and license this type of vehicle on their roads. But only now they're seeing the true effect that it's having on the economic effect in terms of trying to manage it and to police it to a certain degree.
Although the principle behind the driverless technology is very positive, its adoption poses a number of risks.